Welcome back to Outside the Circle Disc Golf. Today we're going to be talking about the best discs for any intermediate player in disc golf. The first disc I want to talk to you guys about is the Discraft Heat. Now you may know this as a beginner's disc, but I actually have a relatively warped disc, and what's really nice about a beginner's disc for an intermediate player is if you throw it really hard at a slight hyzer or at flat, it'll really want to go like this and then fade off. So for a left-hand backhand, if I throw it flat, it's going to want to start going off to the left, and that's really useful for several shots. And that is perfect. Throwing my warped heat. Throwing my heat. I also just have a regular new heat. I just find the heat super useful, especially for a faster arm speed, just for throwing something for huge hyzers or something flat, just to get some great distance on a simple shot. Throwing my new heat, not warped. Throwing my X-line heat. The next disc I want to talk to you guys about is the Avengers Ss. Now this one wants to turn over to the left for a left-hand backhand even more than the Heat. And this is super useful for doing rollers. So I can throw something flat and then it'll turn over, hit the ground, and I can probably get this to go for around 300 feet on a roller. Rollers are especially useful for low ceilings, and an intermediate player is definitely going to add a roller disc to their bag. My warped Avengers Ss. Avengers Ss, this time with a roller. Alright, that'll do. My warped Avengers Ss. The next disc I want to talk to you guys about is my Insanity. Now this is my main distance driver. I get some great distance with this thing. I throw it on an ante, goes over, then it flips back over, and then finishes for around 300 to 325 feet relatively consistently. Alright, Insanity. Throwing my Proton Insanity. My Proton Insanity. Now I have another one in the plasma polymer, and I find that this one goes a little straighter, but overall for just pure distance, it's the distance driver Insanity that you want to go with. Throwing my plasma Insanity. The next disc I want to talk to you guys about is the Star Roadrunner. Now this disc is usually used for rollers, but I haven't had much success with that. but I like throwing it high, and it likes to stall up in the air and then gently come down to the right. Now this is super useful when you have a long line of trees and the disc is past the trees on the right side. Just throwing my Star Roadrunner. Star Roadrunner. The final driver I want to talk to you guys about is my Fairway Driver, my G-Star T-Bird 3. I super like the G-Star plastic for winter disc golf. It's super flexible, and that's really useful in cold weather conditions. So as a fairway driver, it can go extremely straight, and it can usually stay on the fairway on very tight wooded fairways, and that's super useful. Keeping on with the T-Bird 3, the difference between the T-Bird 3 and the T-Bird is that this has a higher speed, but also a lower glide. So I feel like they kind of cancel out, and when I'm throwing this, I always throw it on an ante, same as my main distance drivers. Throwing my G-Star T-Bird 3. T-Bird 3.
Now I realize I don't talk about overstable drivers in this video. In a later video, I'm going to be solely covering overstable drivers, so sit tight.
Now I want to talk to you guys about mid-ranges. For me, I use just two mid-ranges. I use the Comet and I use the Buzz. Now the difference between the two is the Comet is more of a finesse disc. It likes to hold a line and it doesn't like to flip back over. So if I need to go around a tree but I don't want the disc flipping back over, I use this disc. Use it just like this, and then it'll come right down. I usually can throw this for around 250. Throw my Comet. Now I want to talk to you guys about the Buzz. The Buzz is super useful because unlike the Comet, it does flip over. That can get more distance and it can go around obstacles. Throwing my Buzz, my X-Line Buzz. My Buzz. Now I want to talk to you guys about putters. Now, for me as a player, I definitely think that the mid-range game, for me, is my most undeveloped part of my game. I find there's rare times that I wouldn't use a driver, but I also wouldn't use a putter. That's because I have such a great putter, and that's the Jawbreaker Roach. This disc has a super high glide, the turn is like 0.1, and the fade is 0.12. I can use this for great distance. I can get this to go almost farther than my mid-ranges, and it's super great for upshots. So the fade is small, the turn is small, the glide is high, and the speed is just about right. My Jawbreaker Roach. My Jawbreaker Roach. Pretty simple putt. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up button, and comment down below what you think I should do next.